Okay, so I read this book, excuse me, I read this book in high school. How many of you read The Grapes of Wrath at one point? Okay. I don't know when you read it, but when I read it in high school and when Linda Dorn read it in high school, there were no connections. There were very few connections, unless I was just a very immature high school person or I did not have a lot of background knowledge or schema to relate to this. And really, I didn't. I came from a family that, where everything was provided for me. I didn't struggle like this family. So I really had no connection to this. But now that I've seen and heard of and witnessed and experienced this type of pain, now I can relate to it. I might even cry when I read this piece, okay, depending on what I've just gone through in my life. So in high school, when I didn't have the schema, I could not make the appropriate connection with John Steinbeck's message. Now that I do, I can make the connection. And yet, I might not make as deep of a connection as folks that have actually lived through what the Joad family lived through, this kind of hardship. That's a whole nother level. So if you'll take a look at where I have the number 1, where it says, our perceptions and our emotions become embedded into the fabric of every book we read. And our understanding is shaped by the memories and experiences we bring to the author's message. Without these personal experiences, our comprehension is limited to the author's words. As a result, we're denied the opportunity to expand the experience, and by doing so, lift our understanding to new heights. So you think about those kiddos who are the at-risk kids, and you wonder why they have such a hard time comprehending. It's because of this. They don't have rich experiences. We're going to read a piece in a little bit from Charlotte's Web, and we're going to do a little visualizing exercise. And unless you've experienced or seen a barn and what's inside a barn, you won't be able to visualize this piece. So what I'm trying to impress upon you is that you have to make connections with your kids. If they don't know what a barn looks like, bring a picture in. Okay? Pull a picture from a magazine. Pull a picture online. Bring your iPods in. Bring your iPhones in. Say, boys and girls, I don't know if any of you, for example, if you're reading a book about planes, how many of you have been on a plane? Some have, some haven't. Here, you know what a plane looks like. Well, here's what the inside looks like. Those of you who've been on a plane, can you describe what it feels like when you walk onto a plane? It feels tight, it feels cramped, it's small, it's